CBS News California Investigates brought you a series of reports of rideshare drivers using fake identities to secure employment, meaning the person driving you around may not actually be who they say they are.
Now our team has uncovered even more possible fraud, this time with meal delivery services. Consumer investigator Christine Lazar is here. And these details are shocking, Christine.
Yeah, you know, I don't do a lot of meal delivery, so this
we do.
I was just about to say, you know you're talking to me.
But have you guys noticed that you see, you know, the app tells you this person's bringing
Sure.
your food, you see the picture, sometimes you see the car.
Sure.
Have you ever seen where the person who's supposed to be bringing your food is not the person who actually shows up?
Or there's two people in the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what we were hearing from other people, so we decided to look for ourselves. So we keep getting emails from viewers saying that when their meal or their groceries are delivered by both Uber Eats and DoorDash, often the person walking up to the door looks nothing like the person pictured in that app. And what we uncovered is that driver profiles are being rented out on places like Facebook Marketplace, meaning these drivers would not go through a background check.
She says it says within 3 minutes.
Charles Bledsoe lives in an RV in the high desert. He has mobility issues, so he often orders his meals and groceries through delivery apps. Last month, Bledsoe wrote us an email saying that many of his delivery drivers didn't match their profiles in the app.
I noticed the profile picture on the app showed a female named Kayla. And when the driver got here and I let him in, it was not a female and there was nobody else in the car.
Bledsoe says that driver tried to force his way into his RV, and that's when he says he showed the driver that he had a gun.
I couldn't have physically dealt with him. I think he'd have been able to overpower me pretty easily. And when he saw the weapon, he backed off and went back out of the motorhome and he left.
Bledsoe contacted DoorDash to report the incident, but he says all he got back was a credit for his next order. Since then, he says he's been keeping track of how many times the drivers who arrive at his door do not match their profile.
Probably about 8 out of 10 times.
We decided to see for ourselves.
All right, we're going to do our first order. I'm going to go ahead and get some bagels.
We spent a few hours one Friday in March ordering from both DoorDash and Uber Eats. Our producer, Amy, ordered alongside me and kept detailed notes.
What time the order went in, who did the order, and where it's coming from.
Okay.
Now we'll just wait and see.
Of the 8 orders we placed that day, 2 of the DoorDash drivers did not match their profiles. That's 25% if you're counting.
So we just ordered from Jamba Juice, and it was supposed to be a guy who looks like in his mid-30s with a beard named Aram.
Instead, it was a man much younger without a beard.
I looked deep into his eyes, and it's not the same guy.
Our last order of the day came from Juice Crafters, and once again, the driver who pulled up was not the person in the driver profile.
Our final 8th delivery of the day was supposed to be a woman. Right here, here's a picture. She has blonde, long hair, and the person who brought us this smoothie was actually a young man.
Yeah, not a woman, definitely not her.
In a statement to us, DoorDash said account sharing is a clear violation of our policies and we have zero tolerance for it. We permanently remove the accounts identified in this investigation.
So I ordered food 10 times out of 10, 6 or 7 times. The driver who was supposed to be bringing me the food wasn't the person.
Sergio Avedian has driven for Uber and Lyft for a decade. He's also part of the team behind the popular Rideshare Guy YouTube channel. He says they started hearing about alleged driver fraud 3 years ago.
And then we started digging deeper, because the issue is not just people stealing IDs or social security numbers and having access to the platform as a driver or a courier. It goes a lot deeper than that.
Avedian showed us how right now there are dozens of Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, and Uber Eats accounts for rent on Instagram and Facebook Marketplace.
And I can buy myself a ready-to-go account to either drive Uber, Lyft, or deliver. So I don't have to steal anybody's idea. The work has been done already. I'll just pay the middleman a few $100s, and I'm delivering or driving passengers.
And why do you think it is that people are buying or stealing these identities rather than getting cleared themselves?
Well, because they're not able to.
Meaning they likely wouldn't pass a background check.
Is the consumer safe, right? And that's the question for me. And the magnitude of these illegal accounts floating out there, fake accounts we call it, is also hurting the existing drivers who got on these platforms legally with their own paperwork, and it saturates the marketplace, right? And they earn less.
DoorDash sent us a statement saying account sharing is a clear violation of their policies, and they say they permanently removed the accounts identified in our investigation. Lyft says they strictly prohibit account sharing or buying and selling accounts. Uber has a similar policy and told us any account holder determined to be engaging in fraud is banned from the platform. Now, Meta says they've reviewed the accounts that we identified on Facebook and Instagram and enforced on the ones that violate their fraud policy. You can see their full statements to CBS News California Investigates at CBSLA.com. And coming up in the next hour, we're going to show you what happened when we went to Facebook Marketplace and tried to rent an account.
I'm intrigued to find out how this works out.
What we'll be back at 8:30.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Christine. All right.